Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 5th episode of Dororo, our happy-go-lucky show. So, last episode, we got to have this pair of siblings, and we got to see their tragic story, which ended with the brother dying. It was pretty bad, but it was because of a cursed sword and certain commands given by his commanding officer, and yeah, if you've seen the episode, you know what it's about. It's all pretty dark stuff. But on the bright side, Yakimaru got his hearing back, in time to hear the loud rain all around him. Probably not the best timing to get your hearing back, maybe not, but still good to have nonetheless. So now, when Dororo talks, Yakimaru can listen to him. How lucky is that? Question mark. But yeah, let's just get into it. See what we're in for today. 3, 2, 1, play. Random thought. Whenever I see a motorcycle in anime, I always think Great Teacher Onizuka. Or is the party just beginning? You don't know. Why so serious? I swear the more I watch this opening, the more I like it. It might be one of my favorite openings just in general. That shit-eating grin, or that part's pretty good too. So good. Okay, the story of the Moriko song part 1. Oh. Part 1, so it's gonna be a while. More rain though. Uh, Frog. Can we kill it, please? Yeah, definitely gonna take some getting used to, the whole sounds of the world thing. Man, could you imagine living your whole life in silence, then suddenly you have to listen to the whole world? It might be quiet to you, but not to him. Really? Even more shocking than the nerves? I'm sure they'll come in time. Okay. Somehow looks more like a girl now. Didn't think that was possible. Having a cute bow in his hair. The bird! Let's kill it. Being able to hear it might actually make it harder for him to fight, because it's a bit of a distraction. Oof. I mean, fighting a flying opponent's not easy to begin with. Yeah, yeah, the falling branches, the sound distracted him. I mean, he wouldn't know what you're saying, would he? I think it's I've talked about that before. Oof. Yeah, it feels pain, he hears stuff, it all makes fighting more difficult. Oh, wow. Well, you showed up at the right time. Yeah, what a coincidence. I guess you heard the ruckus. Man, the amount of different ways they manage to translate Aniki in this scene is ridiculous. Taking that creative liberty, I guess. Wow, even you could kill that. I mean, just what a joke. He just has to get used to it. Yeah. If only we had some. Of course there is. Spore everywhere. Uh, would not be a smart move, no. Okay. What else would a samurai do? Like, shut up, Dororo. I don't want to listen to you. uh, gotta get some noise canceling headphones. They'll help. Don't bully my big brother. Well, there goes the fire. Wonder what will get back next. Maybe a sense of smell? A voice. A girl voice. Definitely hasn't heard that before. And it's singing on top of that, so... I think it's singing, it's hard to tell. You don't understand, I hear a girl. This takes priority, man. Leave me alone. Don't play footsie with me, old man. Don't eat your thumb. Well, it's not red, so that's a good sign. Oh. I'll be honest, probably was hoping she was naked, but no. She is quite pretty, though. That's what matters. Well, this is awkward. I was expecting you to be naked, and this would be a whole different scene, but... Oh well. I mean, he wouldn't be able to see it anyway, so... Wouldn't matter to him. No. Well, she's pretty understanding. Yeah, you really shouldn't be. Let's go back to your camp. Apparently we're going to have to carry you there. I'm so sorry for my Aniki. He wanders off sometimes, and it's a problem. Yeah. Yeah, he's got to get used to his nerves, his hearing. A lot to take in. Mia was her name. Nice. One of my favorite Japanese names, so... She really is quite pretty, though. I even like her kimono. Kids! She has kids. A lot of them. Hey, Dororo, you got people to play with finally. Okay. Not the best prosthetics ever. I mean, I kind of figured there's like orphanage she took in, but they expect quite that much damage. Okay. Takebo. How old do you think you are, kid? Ooh, potato gruel. You should have said something. Okay, yum 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 yum. Even the houses are banged up. We're doing laundry or yeah. Wow. uh, you can prove nothing. Yeah, is it a little bit early for sleeping? Oh, well, okay. I don't need to hear any more of this. I think we're building a friendship here. Okay, have fun with that. Yeah, it's complicated. He just shows up sometimes, helps out, leaves. The deadlock. It rained last episode. Just in case. Almost like things are starting to go downhill. Possibly related to Yakimaru getting his organs back. The brother, whose name I didn't remember. How nice of you. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Yakimaru, how you doing? You holding up? Okay. Oh, how? How did you even do that? At least Totoro's having fun. Stop giggling to be helpful. He looks kind of dead, I'll be honest. Okay, but hopefully nothing goes wrong with that. Come back, pretty lady. Like, please stop talking. Like, you have one job, just shut up. I don't think I like the concerned look on your face. Come back, soft voice. I think Yakumato may just be falling in love. Possibly. Just follow the animals. It'll lead to something good, probably. Oh. What's with the hole? Ugh. I don't think I want to find out anymore. Possibly another demon with an organ? A Hyakimaru organ? So you have medicine now, or... Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Although it's only been like gray and red, right? For people. Well, the red was like demons, I think. uh, I'm not gonna be able to read lips. uh, please sing for me, lady. Good idea. Yeah, do that. He wants you to sing. Just do it for him. That's all the service he needs. Wow. You you look so visibly soothed. It's a very nice singing voice. Oh, he's still alive, so that's good. Of course. The bad news probably involves a demon. Okay, what about the bad news? You shouldn't lick dirt, man. It's not good. There, here comes the bad news. Well, yeah, a demon. That's what it always comes down to. Looks like a spider face or something. I mean, something Yakimaru can't handle. It's priest, stop him! Or help him, one of the two. I mean, I kind of figured it, but then again, I've seen a lot of anime, so I know how impatient protagonists can be. Don't try too hard. uh, Did I see like red strings within that soul? Yeah, that's definitely not a good idea. Hopefully this doesn't end horribly. We already had the sibling thing end badly. I don't want I don't want to see this woman cry. I really don't. Or, die or anything bad at all, really. I like to avoid. Oh. Is that gonna help or make things worse? This is almost over though, so I mean it did say part one, so it'll probably end on some sort of cliffhanger. Okay. Uh, yeah. Yeah, you're really not in good condition for this, Yakimaru. Uh, yeah, that will be really hard to fight. Ugh. Does anyone have a very good ground to stand on? Okay. What's Dororo gonna walk in on? The giggling was definitely not a good sign. You got a good shot in there. Ooh, ow! Ow. It's just everything's going pretty bad right now. Yeah. Yeah, this is why I didn't want you to go, Dororo. Yeah, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the show is as cheery as always, you can tell. The one positive, Dororo had some kids to play with, I guess. Another positive is Yakimaru got to hear a lovely singing voice. I think that's the extent of the happiness of the episode. Yocho, the bird we fought, so yeah, I guess it wasn't going to be the scorpion, whatever that thing was in the ground this episode. Okay. Yeah, that was the 5th episode of Dororo. And you have Dororo, who is, I mean, you have Yakimato, who is still very much trying to get used to his newfound hearing ability. You know, when he first got it, it was raining, and that was the worst, you know. But even just regular the sound, you know, when you're in the forest, there are plenty of sounds to hear. You know, you got frogs and crickets and all sorts of other stuff. If you're near water, you know, you hear that too, you know, running water. But yeah, Hyakimato is definitely struggling to deal with that, and you have Dororo who, you know, never shuts up, so that doesn't really help at all. So, you know, that would take a lot of getting used to when you're just used to everything being completely silent. Now there's just sound all around you, just always. That's gotta be rough. But yeah, it's very telling when Dororo makes a comment about how eerily quiet it is, and then Yakumo just like, make it stop, just make the noise stop, please. I just can't you just kill everything making noise? I didn't really didn't say that, but yeah, that was a bit of a problem. The big problem is that he can't really differentiate sound very well, so when he's in the middle of a fight and branches like fall around, that throws him off. And yeah, the fight with the bird did not go well because of that. Luckily, we had our favorite priest come up to help because yeah, it was a problem, definitely a big problem. However, Hyakimaru, because of his newfound hearing ability, he heard a woman singing in the distance in the stream. So he wanted close towards it, which makes sense because if you've never heard anything before and you hear all these horrible sounds, you want to go away, and then you suddenly hear this actually pleasant sound, you know, you would go towards it. That makes sense. And you know, I was a bit surprised about how that lady took all of it. Like, she noticed that he can't see fairly quickly. She was very, you know, accepting and understanding of pretty much all of his, you know, bit of odd behavior, which I was a bit surprised about. I was kind of expecting her to be like, "Oh, who are you? Don't come near me," then run away. That's kind of what I expected at first, but after her reaction and everything, yeah, I kind of figured she probably, like, you know, had kids or something, and that was indeed the case. We went over to their place, a little bit run down. The kids aren't actually her kids; they're more like orphans that she's taking care of. It's more of that sort of thing. But yeah, it's a place for Dororo and Yakimato and them to just kind of settle down and get better, because Hyakimaru needs to rest, you know, get better. The priest left to go find a safe path or something. And Dororo is hanging out with the kids, you know, making friends, which is nice. And, yeah, I mean, that was most of the episode. We heard about the conflict between Sakai Army and stuff, and we got a bit of Daigo and his problems, because it seems like the more organs and stuff Yakimato gets back, the less of the God blessing that he has an effect. Like, it probably weakens it every time he gets something back. At least it seems to be what it's heavily implying. I'd be surprised if that was not the case. But yeah, eventually Yakumo found out about that creature and stand in the way of them having a better place, and just went over there to attack it, but it did not go very well. It just like bit him, and just it hurts a lot, and it's just moving sand everywhere. It wasn't good. It was pretty bad. So yeah, more recovery time for Hyakimaru, I guess. And then of course you have Mio going to make more money, as she does. And as soon as Dororo talked about how he was gonna go after her, I was like, okay, yeah, I know this is gonna end. Well, I at least know part of how this is gonna go. I don't know if we'll actually be discovered or not, and that'll complicate things, but I at least knew that part was coming. Him standing in the bushes and watching, and that shocked look in his face, and I knew what she was doing pretty much the whole time. But I was kind of hoping it wouldn't actually show it, but there you go. You know, just, yeah, usually wouldn't bother me too much, but she's just such a nice, sweet girl. To see her feeling forced to do stuff like that to help the kids, it's hard to watch, to be honest. You know, usually wouldn't bother me that much, but just because she's such a nice, gentle girl with her singing and all that, just especially when you find out that, I mean, I kind of suspected it before, but when you find out the singing is just kind of a coping mechanism for her to deal with that, just it's all pretty depressing stuff, of course. What was kind of funny though, you know, there's not a lot of humor in this show, but it was kind of funny when you had Hyakimaro wanting her to sing for him, and he just like touches her lips and mouths the movements to try to convey that to her, like, please sing for me more, you know. That was a kind of a funny scene. I mean, not funny, but just, I don't know, I like that. Just Hyakimaro finding something to get girl that gives him a little bit of joy. you know, the singing, and that probably makes her happy as well to see somebody enjoy her singing so much. So that was a bit of that was a bit of niceness, you know, in an overall unpleasant episode. But yeah, I think that's all I really got to say on this. Hopefully things work out next episode, because it's part one, so there's gonna be a part two. All I can do is hope that part two doesn't go too badly, you know. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.